Hello there, everyone. Zantok here with Slexter Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XVI. What kind of nonsense is Clive going to get wrapped up into today and sigh about? It's like, oh god, how do I keep getting to this? Well, I don't know because of how the editing process works. But I will say, enjoy. Okay, let's work. Oh, there are new hunts. You son of a bitch. You fucker. Let's go back to Elude first. We got more things to do, then I'll pick that up. Vitigraze. We don't know where Beigel is. Like, Crit and Hollow is huge. If we don't run into it while doing these other two quests, I will have zero shame in looking it up. Because it could be anywhere. Actually, not. I guess not here. It'd be somewhere in here. Probably. By the way, we got quests to do.
Fly, Ambrosia.
So I'm not super concerned just yet. Chocobo, what the hell? Alright, Clive, come on. How do I... Up here, maybe? Oh, I gotta go through this side. Okay. Annoying, but whatever.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Bedback Conservatory, Writ of Incorporation. The Kingdom of Waloed hereby incorporates this institution, wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse, or otherwise perishing, are to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bare disposal within its bounds is punishable by death. Oh yeah, fuck these guys.
Disposed of.
Conditioning schedule. Today's exercise will consist of the press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as instructor shall dictate, the furnace, burn intensity to be gradually increased, live combat, 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find...
I recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much a thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood, and now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile, the smile she inherited from her mother, the mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wife's, all of them. All those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer, and so I have decided. Tomorrow, I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb, and inter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree, whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication. And beside me, my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged. Jesus.
This reads like a suicide note.
No
Would you like
shit!
to go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
Gee, Clive, he says he's gonna give the kids one last order to kill him. Do you think that might be a suicide note? Good God. Alright, we're gonna find the white tree. Grab an item. Thank you.
A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Back Conservatory. Registry of Bearer Losses. Oh, okay. 846th year, 8th month, 16th day. Hans 10 lithification. Alfred 9 succumbed to conditioning. Franz 12 lithification. Paulina 10 emaciation. Jesus. Bruno, Johanna, Reinhard, Marta, Lothar, Dietrich. On the 19th, it's blank. Is that the day this guy died?
So many names.
Or are they just going to be like, we're not going to do all of it. It's long.
And where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
That place.
This place is cursed.
I live. Now it's dead.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Not yet. We gotta do the other quest first. So I'm gonna warp to Ravenwood Walls. And just walk through the hollow and maybe encounter the hunt along the way.
Come on. Faster.
Any big monster we see, we'll go towards see if it triggers anything. Although half the time it's been like nothing will be there first. Yep, this is it. By goal. It looks like a cross between a Quirrell and a Displacer Beast.
That's no ordinary girl.
You know shit, Clive. Move! There's it. Uh-oh.
I failed.
Oh, shit. I did not see our health. Whoops. Was not paying attention. Oh boy. Okay, ow. Holy shit. Okay. Fuck you, Beagle. Shit, shit. God damn it. There we go. That's a level up, right? Yeah, it is.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind.
And let's go get this last quest.
Yeah.
What is that over there? It's an ogre. Okay. Well, we're gonna ignore that.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Damn it. Fine. Royal Intelligencer Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Cair Norvent in 873, and the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in clandestine maneuvers, improvised weaponry, and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Stone here for inspection. This report details progress made by the stronghold at Garnick in reinvigorating Waloed's ranks of esteemed intelligencers.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
A complete botany of Banes. Eater fotida, or tailed wyvern, white of flower and black of root, the latter of which gives out an inky gall when cut or crushed. The tribesmen of northern Storm prick their skin with oaken needles soaked in such, drawing curious patterns about their arms and legs in honor of their heathen gods. The gall is passing toxicate, that a single drop taken in my mouth may result in cramps most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, or fly to a wound, certain death. Should a slip of the needle into a young warrior's life, it is said that his skin prints failed to find favor among the heavens.
His interests were certainly varied.
The folklorist fabulary, the Moogle. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valstein folktales than the humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps, most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet tooths, leading to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest naught remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft, white fur, excepting for the small, dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the top of their heads. And yet, there's one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow. The fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everybody knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth. And in the case of the Moogle, the fact may be not so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm. In the illustration besides the name, why, it is none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive with the twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carry them to other climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction. Or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live hidden among us, hidden away, far from human view. Well, we know there's at least one Moogle still alive because he's at our camp. Can I go up the ladder? No, but there is something right here. From a distance. Chapter 16. Ha! The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of bearer of the heavenly blessing, the wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals, and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. The diverse nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers for bearers. That's not a surprise at all. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation, and decimated the population of men and bearers both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valisthea people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valisthea came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, "bearers are other than human," has its roots in the bitter war the years before, being the unblessed's only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Well, actually, Clive, there seems to be a something waiting for us at the gates.
Leaving so soon, stranger?
It depends. Who are
We've been
you?
watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it? Or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Good fucking luck, guy. Oh, you're not even gonna fight yourself? You're gonna send, like, a few thugs? Yeah, okay.
Let's see, shall we?
Alright, Inquisitor. And good. Okay, well, he's putting me on the ground first. Now goodbye. God, I think Tetsuken is so good. The Odin fight, disappointing as hell. Barnabas, disappointing as hell. The Odin abilities, hell yeah.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again.
We shall not.
Until then.
Wait.
This is the final quest, right, game? There's some more. We're gonna go turn in the last two. And I just have to find whatever the last ones are gonna be, right?
Let's
right,
get this
right,
back to Vivian.
Please.
Perhaps she can explain what that was all about. Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it.
By beating the
told me
shit out of the
something.
spoons.
That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable, that it can be changed, provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Scholar's Bonnet. Nectar, I'll see you in a second. I'm gonna turn to this last quest. Let's see what other hunts Nectar has for us.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid.
Yep.
Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may? The bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Or any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
The Breath of Ice. Reduces mesmerized cooldown time by 1.2 seconds. Okay. I don't remember which skill that is. I'm a touch concerned that there was no achievement for completed all side quests, which makes me fear that there is more. Let's go to Nectar first, and we'll find out. How much more could there be? Okay, Alliant Reports has nothing, so that means there shouldn't be any side quests, actually. Wait. The fuck? I see something is at the hideaway. Oh, where? Maybe it's probably at the reading table, and its symbol just covered up by the DLC quest, unless that green symbol is counting the DLC. Right, Nectar, what you got? Two more. Two more popped up. We've got the Masterless Marauder. The Waludo army captured such beasts and tried to train them to serve, but this particular specimen's training has long since ceased. Whether its captors turned to Kashik with the rest of their comrades, or were eaten by their pet when it broke free with Friend's bonds, we shall never know. All we do know is there is none left alive, and it's the worst but an end to its rampage. Only a show of force will suffice. Alright. And then we have the Wailing Banshee, which is in Garnick. Cursebreakers came across this creature while searching for survivors near the abandoned village of Garnick. We were literally just there. Misled by the abomination's appearance to thinking she might be a local woman, they went to offer their help. But soon it was they who were seeking salvation. The survivors say they can still hear the screams. Both those of the white and those of their fallen comrades. Okay. Alrighty. And the A-ring does not tell us where it is, so I'm just gonna look. What was this one called again? The Masterless Marauder. Ah. It is in Vittergraves, it looks like. Which means they're practically next door neighbors. Before we go do that, let's go check in with our, Oh wait, hold on. Let's go get free shit.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Unsigned. Every epic starts with a single word. Every symphony, a single note. This is but the beginning. And forever shall your legend be told. Forever shall your legacy be sung. Sail Forbidden Seas Orchestrion and Fallen Enigma items.
You earned this.
Obtain all available items from your patrons. Nice.
Best of
And I
luck out
like
there,
that the
Sid.
game gives you more points that you need to get everything renowned. I love when games do that. They don't make you do like literally 100% everything. It's always good. Alright, Karen, let's restock on our items. We're gonna ignore that
Still
symbol you
alive,
got,
are ya?
because that is DLC.
Go on then.
And we'll do that later.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Alright, Blackthorn, can we make that sword yet?
Trouble with your gear, or what's that Fornian, dear?
We can. The primitive battle horn from that goblin was the last thing we needed. The Gotterdamerung.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Craft the legendary sword. Hell yeah. We can also make Ouroboros now. You know, I thought we already had it, but maybe not.
No scratches, right?
And there's no legendary bracelet. But, okay, that's nothing. Oh wait, there's the Sons of. Oh no, we already did that. That's right. And nothing to improve.
And
Cool. Wait, that's what our new sword looks like? It's so simple, so basic. Really? We actually have equipped? We actually have equipped. If Ragnarok was forged to mark the War of the Gods, then Gotterdamerung, meaning Twilight of the Gods, was forged to mark the fall of the self-same deities. I want to check the already so to make sure it actually is showing us our current weapon. It should be, but the sword just doesn't look like I expected. Ah! It's showing Ragnarok for some reason. Or, no, wait. Why is Ragnarok considered with that? Does it share the same model? It must. There's no option to see it here. Alright, well. That's kind of disappointing. Yeah, that's another quest. A note of thanks. My Lord Marcus, I write to thank you for the kind consideration you have shown for those whose names are written within the pages of the Book of Martyrs. I know that it would move them deeply to know the First Shield of the Phoenix laments their passing. Though each and every member of our order seems ready to sacrifice their lives in service of the Phoenix, I do not doubt that those who are taken before their time go with regret for the long years of duty left undone. If they should live on in the memory of a proud son of House Rosfield, such as yourself, shall surely go some way to soothing their sorrows. May the Phoenix's flame burn ever in your heart. Cyril, bearer of the burning quill. Alright, making amends, what is this? Master Clive, I am aware there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention. But should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves, and I may ask a single favor concerning His Highness Prince Dion. Alright.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about.
This better be the last side quest.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor.
Oh.
This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace, to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons. His studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Not good at doing that. Alright, you want me to get a wyvern tail near Rickmal's roost? Well, I guess we'll... Actually... Let's do the hunt first. Because then we can do the quest, we can get warped right back to Harpocrates. Alright, so we know one of them is going to be somewhere in Vitagrace. And the other one will be in Garnick. Which is right there. I see something flapping its wings that I don't remember seeing before. Is this Araman gonna be it? Nope. Oh! Oh, hello, you're new. You are definitely one of the things I'm looking for. Great, it's another behemoth. Behemoth King!
Oh boy. That's what I wanted to fight. Ah.
4 horsemen? Oh.
Specimen of his team. This one.
Maelstrom. Oh my god! We had like 9 hit points. Okay, good. We avoided it. Get away! What are we gonna do, Behemoth? Move! Ah, damn it. Come on! Oh, fuck off! Oh boy! Apocalypse?
Nice try.
I'm just gonna stay the hell away. Oh, that's one. Move! Move! I'm just pelting with magic because I know he's close to stagger. There we go! Okay! Okay. Alright, we're safe. Kinda. Oh, wait, the circle is there. Move, 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 move! Okay, we're fine. Fine. Wait! What? Why is he at full health? It was at 0! What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, does this thing like re-heal itself or did I somehow fuck up? I am looking for this because I am upset. What the hell? It doesn't say that it does. So somehow the fight just like got reset? I That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Okay. Alright then. Oh! Hey, Bardo Cafe. How's it going? Thanks for following. I just got screwed out of beating this thing. The game's just like, hey, you're at 0% or is that 0 health? No, it's not. Max health. It's like, oh, cool. Thanks. Round 2! Oh, we knocked him again. Hang on. Okay, that time didn't affect us. I am very okay with that. Dance it, Sukin. Honestly, this fight is going better than it did the first time. Where's he? Oh boy. Okay, we're at range. We're all good. Come on, you're gonna get staggered. Under half. Absolutely move. Oh, and we wasted that. Okay. Oh, here comes Apocalypse. Okay.
Nice try. Nice try.
Alright, get out of this. Alright, we're good, we're good. Come on.
Nice try.
Ow. Alright, out of circle, out of circle, out of circle, out of circle. Alright, we're good.
This one. Over here. Slow.
1 on. Don't go to me a second time. You're at no health. Just die. Thank God. I don't know why the fight got reset the first attempt. He goes from no health to full. I don't know what happened, but it's beat.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Yeah, good Torgal. Okay, one more hunt. We need to go back to Garnick. And that's might be the last hunt in the game. Unless the game decides to throw even more at me.
Run like the wind. That'll do, girl.
Gives him a look. You're looking a bit like Garuda. And not at all like your dragon self in 9. Although, do you have lightning? That would make sense. It's possible.
Madness lives on.
Oh, nope. No, thank you. That definitely came right out of Garuda. Damn it. Come on. Dagger. Damn it. Just out of the way. Oh boy. Oh, you're almost below half. Perfect. Hunter, hunted. That's all of them. Hell yes.
Rest in peace.
Alright. And now let's get that Wyvern Tail so we can do our last side quest, at least. What we think is the last side quest. None of these warps are close. I guess we'll do Aesla. And if nothing else comes up after the side quest, well, I mean, I want to go check Clive's Wall of Memories. But then, final boss. We're almost free.
Let's go.
Joshua, you're in my way. That is a wall. We cannot run through the wall.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
No, come on. One more hit. Perfect. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Alright, look for those flowers.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, as... Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
Oh, don't pull this on me. Please, I beg you.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
Alright, Dion, come here. Your old teacher wants to talk.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No. Only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail?
Yes, I found it for you. Do you like it?
The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
Well, then that means you need to live.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him.
Yeah, well, she sucked.
For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. or more precisely, my Stolas quill.
Don't you need that?
It is said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day, you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Up on the wall. Stolas Quill and Bahamut's Mercy. Reduces Giggle Player cooldown time by 6 seconds. God damn, alright. Alright, let's go check our wall. Because everything should be up there now, and now we can read all the final descriptions of things. Oh, there's the missive. Hold again. Clive, it occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with from a distance. The tome made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again. That those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I am whole again, thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge, not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt. Alright, Wall of Memories. Everything is on here. Hell yes. We've got the Oath, the Hanged Man signboard, Martha's Rest signboard, Vale signboard, the emblem of the Vale, Northreach's far-famed house of ill repute. The town is the gateway to the imperial capital of Oriflamme, where waves of old money and new lap against the opposing sides of the Great Wall. However, the Vale's proprietor, Isabel, was at best as a safe haven in a storm. The town that took in her and the man she loved, when the rest of the world shunned them. We also got the Guardian Scarf and the Briar's Kiss signboard. The emblem of the Briar's Kiss, the finest forge in Dalamel, run by its puckish and precocious young forge master, Lubor. He inherited both his forge and the rule of Desert Hare from his predecessor, the original Rosina Dalamel. Though the mayoralty of Dalamel, he won entirely by his own merits. Got the Crimson Caravan signboard, the Clayhurst signboard, the emblem of the Undying's headquarters in Tabor. The Undying are a secret society sworn to serve House Rosfield, and more particularly, the dominance of the Phoenix that are born into the Rosfield line. Such is their acolytes' faith in the Phoenix. They will gladly surrender their lives if it should be for the benefit of their master. Rusted Battle Helm. Archduke Elwin's helm, worn in his victorious campaign to quell the Northern Uprising, and later laid the rest upon his memorial stone. Now it sleeps in Clive's chambers, a constant reminder of the bravery and selflessness of the man in whose footsteps he and his brother mean to follow. Snow Daisy Garland. A fragrant diadem hand-woven by Jill from flowers picked on the shores of Oilifist Bay. The garland rekindles memories of a more innocent time and speaks of a love that can never fade. We got Sid's Goblet. I think that was our first one. No, the Oath was our first one. Model Airship. Mid's dangerous dream of flight, immortalized in miniature form. Though the experiment ended in failure, Mid has allowed Clive to keep hold of the model so that once her renown has grown, he might sell the piece for an exorbitant amount of gil. The Triunity Accord. Signed in Port Isolde by representatives from Rosaria, Dalmacia, and Sanbreque. This mutual accord is the stage for a new age in Storm, if not officially, then at least in spirit. Stolas Quill. Lordman Harpocrates' best-loved writing implement, whose ink has penned many a learned tome. It is said that the long quills of the stolus become imbued with the wishes it hears over its long lifetime, the words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So, should the day come that Clive puts down his sword and picks up the pen, he shall not find his one and only insurmountable enemy in writer's block. Scholar's Bonnet. Vivian Ninetails' academic cap, awarded to her upon her graduation from the University of Canberra. Now, Vivian shares her learning with Clive, the gift of the bonnet serving as a pledge that as long as they remain together, her knowledge shall be as much his as it is her own. Winter Mead. A gift from Gav. This potent potable is made from honey collected in the Northern Territories at short summers and fermented slowly over the next 6 moons. Despite an obvious inability to hold his drink, Gav has insisted that he be allowed to share the bottle when the time comes to crack the seal. Oh wait, there's one we're missing! Surely that's from being the final boss, I'm going to assume. We've also got the medicine chest, the continental censer, the Martell apples, Ambrosius tack, and our last new one for now, the charred sparring sword. Clive's old sparring sword, salvaged by Torgal in the aftermath of the Ironblood invasion and hidden at Clive's original hideaway, the Rookery. It is a reminder of who Clive once was and who he has become, as well as of the unbreakable bond between lifelong friends. Okay, and I think we'll go ahead and end that episode right there, and we'll pick up from there in the next one. So, I'll see you all then. Bye, everyone.